I believe in miracles.
Please call now.
1-866-970-GIVE.
It's the Y107 Morning Show, the 16th Annual Missouri Credit Union Miracles for Kids Radiothon. We are looking for 20 miracle makers yet this hour, which we only have like 5 or 6 minutes. So if you are thinking about it, call right now, 866-970-4483. We've got another guest on with us now. This is Dasi Schlup. She is the social worker at MU Hospital Children's No, MU Healthcare's Children's Hospital.
Women's Hospital now.
Yeah.
Dang it.
Absolutely. So get that microphone real close so we can make sure we hear you this morning. First of all, thank you for coming in this morning. I know it's still cold and a little slick out there, so be careful, everybody.
That is true.
Be ready to come
but
in
I'm
this
happy
morning.
to be here.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
So tell us a little bit about what you do at the hospital. I know when people hear the word social worker, they don't always know what that means.
Right. So I work in the newborn intensive care unit primarily. So I meet with every family that has a baby in the unit, and my goal is to help them navigate the system, help them with communication with the physicians, get them the needed resources, counsel them, sometimes making hard decisions. So it's a variety of roles that I take.
And different with each family.
Different with each. Everybody has a different need, and every baby's there for different reasons, different length of time. We have everything from a week to a year. Mm-hmm. And so obviously there are different needs based on that.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing to hear different stories of, we had the Griffins yesterday, and those babies were there, 5 months? Mm-hmm. 5 months, and you have 4 of them,
yes,
in the NICU in different levels of concern, and while 2 are doing well, the other 3 may be struggling, yes, or this or that or whatever, or even it's just one baby.
You never, as a parent, you never get rid of that knot in your stomach until the babies go home.
Yeah.
You never feel comfortable when the phone rings until the babies come home. It's just afraid to walk in and see what they find, despite, talking to them by phone. It's very anxious.
I'm sure.
But to know that there is a shoulder to lean on, to cry on, to hug, to hold a little bit like you and your team, that's a huge important reason why this hospital is so different. And going back to what Tony said and called it a beacon of hope.
We have really wonderful stories. There are always some sad ones, but overall we have some wonderful stories. And, families find strength that they never knew they had. They certainly find patience they never knew they had, because it's so hard to wait to take your baby home, because that's not natural, right? Supposed to take your baby home after you have that baby. A lot of them have to juggle jobs and other children and animals, and it's so much, and some live very far away, and the drive, or look at this weather. So many people can't come to see their babies right now because of the weather.
Yeah. And the drive, luckily, is shorter than it might be, because they don't have to go all the way to St. Louis. Or,
right, absolutely.
Depending on the specialized needs, maybe they may need to be even farther away than St. Louis or Kansas City. But they're a lot closer here in Columbia.
Absolutely. Yeah, there are some people who are a couple hours away, but they would be further to either of those bigger cities. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that helps a lot.
So what does Children's Miracle Network mean to you?
Well, first of all, just getting out the word by the radio is really wonderful to have that. We were just talking about the different applications for grants from the Children's Miracle Network. Mm-hmm. We recently asked for assistance in getting books for the families to address different medical problems and things like that help families cope a lot. Sometimes just reading about what's wrong with their baby and getting a better perspective is often very helpful. Even reading to siblings about what's going on, because kids at home are impacted just as much as anybody in the family, and if they at least have some sense of understanding why mom and dad aren't home as much as they were, it's very helpful.
Yeah.
So
and I think that's such a great thing that you touch on that, and we try and remember that as well, because you're talking about sometimes it's a 5-year-old that's sick, and then there's a 3-year-old at home, and he doesn't understand, or she doesn't understand why the attention is all going to this, or how they don't get how serious some of that illness or injury may be.
It's very hard for them to understand why the parent who used to be getting them up in the morning or helping to bed is not there at a certain age. But even older kids, they understand intellectually why their parents, you know, they know what a sick baby would be like, but then they still kind of feel jealous, you know.
Yeah.
Sure.
You know,
I mean, that's still their life got turned upside down.
Exactly.
By this baby being born too early or born sick or whatever kind of
And then,
condition.
of course, the parents feel guilty. Where should I be? Who should I be with?
Yeah.
This cycle of emotions and everything, and that's why you guys are there, and it's an important resource, and one of the main reasons why we do what we do, to raise that money, to have resources like you, Dasi, and your team at the hospital.
It's so important, and it's, you know, when we say the kids can't wait, this is the kind of stuff that we mean. Because not only is it kids that are impacted, it's entire families.
Exactly.
It's entire support systems, and they can't wait.
Nope. Pick up that phone. Don't wait yourself. Make it happen right now. Dasi, thank you so much.
Thanks for doing this.
Absolutely. We wouldn't miss it. 866-970-GIVE, 866-970-4483.
Or you can go online to Y107.com. Veterans United will match your donation online.